is a rock garden is not the one where you will go and start purchasing rocks or hunting for rocks or bringing or destroying whatever big boulders are around and then start investing in material which will in turn become very expensive. Now the entire session is also interactive. In case you have any questions, I'll just see if there is anything on the chat mode. You can, well, happy Mother's Day to all of you, as I mentioned in the beginning. So in case you have any questions, you can definitely ask. And to define a rock garden is the one in which the rocks play an important role, so they become the central theme. And the plants are peripheral. Of course, you don't want only the greenery around them. You also want a vivid colored material. So the choice of a plant would depend upon what can survive with the minimum amount of soil and definitely the water which is available to them. Now, all rock gardens are usually planted in areas which are having natural rocks. But it doesn't mean that you can deprive a people of a rock garden who don't have a rocky landscape. So when I say landscape, this holds good for areas where land is still available in plenty, where the houses are big and they are separated from each other. Nevertheless, if there is a farmhouse and if the owner wants a rock garden, then you can design one depending upon the landscape which is available, and that is what we are going to learn. We are also going to learn a little bit about the types of rocks. So we will go back to our school geography lessons, right? So rocks provide with all the minerals and nutrients which are also required for the growth and development of plants. We will also look at what are the plant material which are amenable to grow in luxuriantly in such areas. So some of the plants which you can easily grow, so that will be giving you an idea. If you are given a project, you will be able to advise as to what type of plants can be grown in these areas. So now let's see, how do we define a rock garden? May I have the next slide, please? Can I have the next slide? All right. Yeah, this is the aerial view. Again, this, as you can see, is a natural landscape. And I will also be telling what type of rocks can be used for making the path and the pavements, and which gives a very good look to the rock garden. And you can see those large boulders which are present have been retained as it is, and those natural vegetations have also been maintained. So the aerial view of a beautiful rock garden, which can be used for a strolling garden and which can be also used for people to move around. Next. All right. Now, as we proceed, we will be telling as to what are the different type of rocks which are used. And you can see these are path, they are all of pebbles and smaller pea gravels, and this is agave. Different species of agave, and very much similar to agave is Furcaria. Furcaria also grows very luxuriantly. It is very allied to agave, which is a xerophytic plant requiring minimum amount of water, thick leaves, spiny apex, and the leaves have a thick cuticle so that transpiration will be very less, and it is capable of growing in minimum amount of water. Now, as you can see here, this is not a natural landscape. You can see the house here, and a rock garden has been designed, and there is a small path, and on either side of the path, there are potted plants around which the pebbles have been spread. Next, please. Now, a rock garden, very often people also, what you can say, define a rock garden as an alpine garden, which is not true if the rock garden is in a ordinary tropical area. Now, what do you mean by alpine garden? Alpine garden is the one which will resemble Alps. That means a temperate region. So alpine garden is the one which is in temperate region, and usually the rockery, it has plants of temperate region. अभी temperate region तो आप सोच लीजिए हिमालय. Okay, so alpine, the name is derived from Alps. That is why it is known as an alpine garden. But all rock gardens are not alpine garden. Similarly, a garden which has cacti is also not a rock garden. So rock garden is the one which utilizes different types of rocks, stones, boulders, pebbles, different types of rocks. That is the main focus. And complementing to this main rock focus, that is a rock, are the plants, which they both are in harmony with each other. Now, in a property, as I showed you, you can make a rock garden. Now, rock garden by definition is where you have a garden which is aesthetically arranged. You have rocks, and in the gaps you have plants which can root in it. But the very important thing is that the soil should be well drained. Usually, location of the rock garden requires a sloping area so that water will drain. ढलान चाहिए ताकि पानी रुके नहीं, दलदल नहीं होना चाहिए, पानी निकल जाना चाहिए. क्योंकि भले वो जीरोफाइटिक है, मगर उसको बहुत ज्यादा पानी दोगे, आप कैक्टस वगैरह को ज्यादा पानी दोगे तो सड़ जाएगा. Similarly, if you remember pine, क्या होता है, कैसा रहता है, शेप कोन जैसा रहता है ना, ताकि बर्फ उसके ऊपर रुके नहीं, झड़ जाए. At the same time, when the temperature is sub-zero, there can be frost biting. जब टेम्परेचर बहुत कम रहता है, it causes injury to the plant. So therefore, none of these are congenial for proper growth of the plant. Now, I'm repeating one thing. At the end of the session, you're going to have a 10 minutes quiz. इस सेशन के बाद आपका 10 मिनट का एक क्विज है, और क्विज के जो क्वेश्चन है जो मैं बोल रही हूँ उसमें से है. बहुत टेक्निकल टर्म्स नहीं है, फिर भी आपको पूरा सेशन ध्यान से सुनना है ताकि आपको क्विज इजीली हो जाए. So in this case, so listen to the what I'm telling very carefully. Now, what is weathering of rocks? Over a period of time, the rocks are subjected to different pressures like wind. So, there are plants which are growing. Then there is speed of water. As a result, the rock keeps on breaking into small pieces, and you call it as weathering of rocks. Can I have the next slide, please? Now let us see what are the different types of rocks, and I'm going to take you back to your 3rd standard geography class. And in 3rd standard, you learned that there are 3 different types of rocks. Which are they? एकदम आसान है आपको सीखना. First one, जिसमें फॉसिल वगैरह मिलते हैं ना, जो सेडिमेंट मतलब दब जाता है जमीन के अंदर या ओशन के अंदर या सॉइल के अंदर. So sedimentary rocks are formed from particles of sand, shell, pebble, and other fragments of material. These gradually accumulate and become layered. And as a result, they also contain fossil. So sedimentary rocks are those which are formed by sediment. में मिलते हैं सेडिमेंट्री रॉक. अभी ये जो रॉक्स आपको दिखाए हैं ना, उनमें से कौन से सेडिमेंट्री रॉक, आपको एग्जांपल देती हूँ. सैंडस्टोन, लाइमस्टोन. Limestone is a very good example of a sedimentary rock. Limestone is mainly calcite or calcium carbonate. Now ये बड़े बड़े पत्थर दिख रहे हैं ना आपको, बोल्डर बोलते हैं. Now there is a difference between boulder, rock and gravel. सड़क जब बनती है तो सड़क पे क्या होता है, सड़क पे छोटे छोटे पत्थर डालते हैं, फिर उसके बाद ऊपर डामरा डालते हैं ना, that is known as a gravel. Now usually gravels are material which you put in between. So the types of rocks which are used, composed granite. Now granite किस तरह का rock है? Granite is a type of igneous rock. ये देखिए एक तरीका igneous rock को पहचानने का, एयर बबल के कारण उसमें देखो ऐसे छोटे छोटे होल्स दिख रहे हैं ना आपको. So igneous rock कैसे बनता है? वॉल्केनो सुना है ना, और अर्थ के अंदर the temperature is still very high. There is a lot of liquid material which is made up of minerals and many things called as magma. Igneous rocks are formed when magma, molten rock deep within the earth. So molten rock deep within the earth is known as magma. When it cools and hardens, you get an igneous rock. Sometimes the magma cools inside the earth, and other times it erupts to form volcano. Now when a volcano erupts, you might have seen, अभी हाल में पिछले साल दिखाया ना हवाई में, there was big island where the volcano erupted, and then you could see the lava flowing, and when this lava will solidify, you will get such igneous rocks. So granite is an example of an igneous rock. Now when lava cools very quickly, no crystals are formed, the rock looks shiny and glass-like. अभी इसमें कैसे गैस बबल ट्रैप हो गए ना, इसीलिए आपको ऐसे छेद दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Sometimes gas bubbles are trapped in the rock during the cooling process, leaving tiny holes and space in the rock. उसका मतलब क्या है? जो बदल जाए. So metamorphic rock is the one which undergoes a change. So metamorphic rocks are formed under the surface of the earth from metamorphosis. Metamorphosis अर्थ काय आहे? जे बदलणार. तर ते रॉक जे बदलणार आहे त्याला मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक म्हणतात. This is the hardest type of rock. So example क्या है इसके? Slate, mica, but there can also be soft rocks. I would like to tell you a very good example of a soft rock is soapstone. Can anybody tell me what is a soapstone? Except Susmita, if she is there. Except her. Anybody else? Can you give me an answer? What is soapstone? साबुन नहीं है, soapstone. कोई बता सकता है? Anybody, you can give your answer on the chat. अच्छा, पाउडर कितने लोग लगा के आए? कोई भी नहीं? So पाउडर में क्या रहता है? Anyone can give me answer? Yes. What is there in the powder? Talcum. Talcum is talc. T-A-L-C. Talc. Talc is the softest stone, and all these talcum powder that you get is mainly made up of talc. So soap stone is a very good example of the softest type of stone. And any powder that you purchase, whether it's a baby powder or any powder, maximum amount of that powder is nothing else but talc. And this talc, it has lot of minerals, especially it is magnesium silicate. So it mainly contains magnesium silicate, and it is processed, and you get talc from soap stone. And then they add perfume to give the different type of sandal or whatever, lavender, whichever perfume you like, that is added to give it a nice smell, or what you call it as a fragrance. It also is nowadays used in making dry shampoos. You might have heard about dry shampoos in which it is used. However, for rock garden, you don't use this stone because it is too soft and fragile. You want a stone which will be capable of standing the time, weathering. People are going to walk around it, and it is not going to be crushed under your feet. So that normal type of stones which are used, so we come back here, a decomposed granite, which is mainly used for making these steps. Can anyone tell me what is the type of stone granite is? I told just now. Which category it belongs to? Sedimentary है कि metamorphic है कि igneous है? क्या है granite? Yeah, you need not raise your hand. You can just type your answer. What is the type of stone? Granite is igneous. Very good. Very good. Okay. Then you have all these gravels, pea gravel, and then these rocks, boulder. See, what is the difference between a boulder and a rock? Boulder ये बड़े बड़े पत्थर रहते हैं ना. So it's greater than 256 millimeter, then it is known as a rock. So जो भी पहाड़ हैं, जमीन से निकलते हैं ना, so the most of them, they belong to the category of metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. Now river rock क्या है? You might have seen ना, जहाँ पे भी बहता हुआ पानी रहता है ना, so इस बहते हुए पानी में आपने देखा होगा बहुत सुंदर सुंदर पत्थर रहते हैं, like this. All these very shiny, and why they've got these shapes? Because of the flow of water. And very often, those who are interested in ecology, they can even find out whether the river is flowing at a great speed, or what is the type of weathering which is happening, due to which you get these types of shapes which are abundant in these river rocks. Now, usually river rocks are used for material for filling. So as you can see, pea gravel and river rocks are fillers nearby in a rock garden. Now, lava rock, as the name is suggestive, is a type of igneous rock which is used, and it is also laden with lots of minerals. I'll come to that a little later as to how these minerals play a very important role in nourishing the plants which are growing in these rock gardens. So, soapstone, mica, slate, they are all examples of metamorphic rocks. Boulder, chota version rock, pebble, then gravel, pea gravel, they are all examples of sedimentary rocks. And igneous rock, example is granite. Then river rocks, also you get sometimes from the molten lava. So solid, non-metallic mineral, you call it as a stone. And what is rock? It is natural, crystal, hard or soft. So these rocks are mostly used for designing a rock garden. So rocks play a central role in any rock garden. Can I have the next slide? Now, ideally, a rock garden should in some way resemble a natural rock in which the plants are peeping out or they are intermittently placed. You call a rock garden as an alpine garden when most of the plants are temperate and it is in the temperate zone. Now, what do you mean by temperate zone? Where temperatures are sub-zero for most of the time, and India you can call the Himalayan region as an example of temperate. Otherwise, Switzerland, temperate region. Now, location, if your landscape is totally flat, it will be difficult and probably very expensive to have a real rock garden because you'll have to purchase rocks, आपको पत्थर खरीदने पड़ेंगे, आपको डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा, उस लैंडस्केप में आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा कि किस जगह पर थोड़ी बहुत ढलान है, उसको आप एक रॉक गार्डन की तरह बदल सकते हैं. Now let me talk about the plants which are mainly grown in a rock garden. Now, when you have plants, they have to work together to elevate each other's impact. ह्याचा अर्थ काय झालं? म्हणजे rock is the central theme, but plants are equally important. म्हणजे तुम्ही जे plants तिथे grow करणार, ते पण खूप मुख्य आहे. इथे मी एक प्लांट दाखवला, आईस प्लांट. ह्याला बघितल्यावर मला माहिती सगळे म्हणणार, अरे वा, एस्टरेसी. नो, रॉन्ग. एनीबडी कैन टेल ये किसके जैसे दिखता है, गूगल करके मत देखना, ऐसे ही आप बताइए ये किसकी तरह दिखता है प्लांट. कोई प्लांट आपने देखा है? अच्छा, चीनी गुलाब देखा है? एनीबडी हैज सीन हॉर्टिकल्चर स्टूडेंट्स? चीनी गुलाब बहुत सारे लोग अपने पॉट्स में भी रखते हैं क्योंकि इट स्प्रेड्स एंड यू गेट दोस टाइनी दीज मैजेंटा कलर. या राइट, ठीक है. जेंटलमैन्स बटन बोल रहा है वो, कोई बात नहीं. जेंटलमैन्स बटन इज पेपरी, it is not succulent and it is dry. Here if you can see, these leaves are very succulent and it belongs to a species known as Mesembryanthemum. Mesembryanthemum, chini gulab belongs to family Portulaceae. पोर्चुला का जो अलग अलग पीला रंग का रहता है, ये मेजेंटा रंग का रहता है. तो दैट इस plant, ice plant, Mesembryanthemum, is now placed under one family known as Iosaceae. A-I-Z-O-C-E-A-E. Okay, Iosaceae. Now the color, अच्छा कोई बोल रही है शेवंती. हाँ, वही मैंने कहा कि जो शेवंती का फैमिली है ना, वो एस्ट्रेसी है. ये भले शेवंती जैसे दिखता है, बट शेवंती का नजदीक का भी भाई नहीं है, बहुत दूर है वो. ठीक है. So all these are perianth members. So they are it belongs to a family called Iosaceae. And here इसमें जो पिगमेंट है ना, वो बीट रूट के अंदर जो पिगमेंट होता है वही पिगमेंट. कोई बता सकता है? आपको मैंने बताया पिछली बार कि बीट रूट में कौन सा पिगमेंट है, और एटलीस्ट those who have done jam jelly and those who have done preservation, I think horticulture students, जागो, कोई बता सकता है बीटरूट के अंदर जो पिगमेंट है उसका नाम क्या है? नाम बीटरूट से ही नाम है ना उसका. तो no, anthocyanin is incorrect. Anthocyanin is not present in these families because they contain, या किसी ने थोड़ा बहुत लिखा बीटालिन, करेक्ट, बीटालिन. और ये जो पर्पल कलर है ना, that is beta cyanin. So ice plant is a very nice plant which can be grown in a rock garden. अगर आइस प्लांट मेनली टेम्परेट रीजन में होता है, तो अगर आपको यहाँ पर किसी के लिए रॉक गार्डन में ग्रो करना है तो आप आइस प्लांट के बदले में आपका, मैंने अभी बताया ना, चीनी गुलाब टाइप ऑफ पोर्चुला का you can grow. So chini gulab will also give a same type of color and you can grow it in your rock garden. Now this golden alyssum, again it's not an Indian plant, gives this, because you need to also have colors, right? So it will give a yellow hue to that entire garden. Now I think many of you might have seen these grasses. Purple grass is very beautiful, rugged, requires a very less amount of what you can say water, and because they all are propagated by runner. देखो घास क्यों फैल जाता है, उसका स्टेम मॉडिफाइड रहता है, तो जब भी स्टेम सॉइल को टच करेगा वहां पर नया प्लांट आ जाएगा. तो ये पूरा जो इन्फ्लोरेसेंस है स्पाइकलेट, यू कैन सी इट हैज अ वेरी नाइस light purple color. So purple grass is another plant which is widely cultivated in a rock garden. Next. All right. Now thyme. Thyme, last time I've told you, is a very nice herb, which gives a very good fragrance because of the presence of essential oil called thymol. जो thyme रहता है वो mint की तरह propagate होता है, मतलब stem cutting से. And this is a creeping thyme. सो क्रीपिंग थाइम क्या है, पूरे जमीन पे फैल सकता है और उसके पर्पल रंग के फूल बहुत अच्छे दिखते हैं. देखिए स्टेम दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है बट आपको यहाँ पर पूरा फूल दिख रहा है. और एज यू कैन सी, ये देखिए व्हाट दे हैव यूज्ड सॉर्ट ऑफ दीवाल है जो it is being used as a what you can say a background of that rock garden, and then you have a fence which is made up of a very soft wood, and then you can see these creeping thyme which is contrasting with the color of the stone which is being used. Now some of you who travel, who have an opportunity to travel to hill station, आपने देखा होगा ये एक cactus जैसा दिखता है, Semiparvivum. It is a succulent plant where these leaves are very succulent and the tip there is a spine. और ये पूरा arrangement of leaves is very geometrical. And if you go and Google, there is a mathematical arrangement of these leaves. And if you remember your first year botany, phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy क्या है? There is a mathematical arrangement ताकि हर पत्ते को जो भी धूप है, मतलब छन के जो धूप आती है, अगर धूप कम है, मतलब the sunlight or intensity is low, then each and every leaf should also get enough sunlight. Therefore, the arrangement is very mathematical, and this arrangement gives maximum advantage to each and every leaf. अब ये क्या है, ये फूल की तरह दिख रहा है ना, तो पत्ते ही फूल जैसे हैं, इसलिए ये बहुत आसानी से कम पानी में उगते हैं. सो दिस प्लांट इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी पॉपुलर प्लांट इन अ रॉक गार्डन. नेक्स्ट. ओके, नाउ टुगेदर, अभी हर एक का स्पीशीज का नाम नहीं बता रही हूँ. ये देखिए, ये भी बिल्कुल ऊटी वगैरह कोई गया होगा, शिमला, ऊटी, शिलोंग, तो वहां पर ये बहुत मिलता है. और कभी कभी उसको बड़े प्यार से हम यहाँ पर लेके आते हैं, बहुत सारा पानी देके उसके बेचारे सब झड़ जाते पत्ते. दे डोंट लाइक इट. दे ऑल आर क्रैसुलेशियन प्लांट्स. क्या है उनका जो पाथवे है उसमें कैसा है, दिन में स्टोमाटा आर क्लोज्ड और रात को स्टोमाटा ओपन रहता है. क्यों? क्योंकि इनको पानी बचाना है. स्टोमाटा दिन में धूप, कड़ी धूप रहती है, भले अगर आपको even if there is what you can say snow or temperature is less, but during the daytime they undergo, or rather they don't have enough water. Water is in the form of ice. and that is the temperature is very less. So they want to conserve water. One method of conserving water is to reduce the rate of transpiration. So kaise? CAM, very good. Somebody wrote CAM, cracylation acid metabolism. So दिन में क्या होता है? ऐसा नहीं है कि photosynthesize नहीं कर रहा है. रात को जब ये स्टोमाटा ओपन रहते हैं, so they use that carbon dioxide or whatever carbon dioxide is trapped, it is trapped in a 4-carbon compound known as malic acid or malate. और दिन के टाइम ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लिबरेट हो जाता है, मतलब 4 कार्बन में से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकल गया, तो इंटरनल कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेवल इंक्रीजेस एंड दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर photosynthesis. So the type of pathway is like C4, but it is separated by time. So day and night. Yeah, somebody has written same in desert plant. This is also type of desert plant only that it requires low temperature. So xeric conditions are prevalent not only under high temperature. You get cold desert. लद्दाख वगैरह में कोल्ड डेजर्ट रहता है ना. So deserts are both higher temperature and there are also cold desert. देखते हैं ये क्या और कोई क्या बता रहा है, किसी को कुछ ऐड करना था यहाँ पर. सो एसिडम देखो, ये सब पत्तियां ही हैं, अलग अलग शेप है उनके, राइट. And sometimes they also have flowers, but the leaves are more beautiful and this foliage gives greater what you can say, it attenuates the beauty of the rock garden. So it is not the flowers for which they are cultivated for the succulent foliage that they have, and they require very less amount of water and they can survive very well. So चलिए रिवाइज थोड़ा सा कर लेते हैं. What are the plants that you studied for a rock garden? एक एलिसम आपने देखा, एक क्रीपिंग थाइम देखा, फिर आपने देखा सेमी परविवियम, then you saw which other? ice plant, Mesembryanthemum, फिर और क्या? ये sedum. Then you also saw purple grass. और कुछ याद आ रहा है आपको? Anybody remembers any other plant which just now we saw? All right, चलिए आगे देखते हैं. Golden alyssum, right. And then lavenders are the foliage is very fragrant, they purple colored. Then iberis, आपने iberis शायद फ्लोरिस्ट के पास भी देखा होगा ना. कैंडी टफ्ट, जब भी बुके बनाते हैं तभी उसमें ये सफेद रंग के गुच्छे वाले फूल रहते हैं. सो अगेन ब्रासिकेसी फैमिली और क्रूसीफेरी. सो iberis, and this is our very pretty multicolored cone flower, Echinacea. इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं बताऊंगी. Echinacea comes in many colors. So like any Asteraceae member, these are the ray floret, and in the center there is the receptacle on which there are the fertile disc floret. कैसे सनफ्लावर रहता है ना, तो सनफ्लावर सर्कस आहे हा फुल पण, पण त्याचं नाव आहे कोन फ्लावर. कारण त्याची बघा हे मधली जी आहे कोन सारखी आहे ना, आईस्क्रीमची कोन नाही बट तरी छोटी छोटी कोन्स आहेत. ह्या प्लांट जे आहे, इट इज कन्सिडर्ड टू बी एन इम्युनोमॉड्युलेटर. म्हणजे आता आपण या दिवसात सगळ्यांना म्हणतो ना की ओ इम्युन सिस्टम चांगली पाहिजे, so that we will not be infected by any microorganism. So if you to strengthen the immune system, Echinacea is considered as one of the off the counter, like आयुर्वेदिक मेडिसिन. जैसे अपने ग्रैंडमा का पाउच रहता है, हल्दी रहता है, फिर आपका जीरा रहता है, अजवाइन रहता है, नींबू रहता है, वैसे ही ये जो Echinacea है, it is available as off the counter plant. So it is commonly known as cone flower. So you can see it comes white, then yellow, then pink, then a very nice orange colored, and pura jo, it will provide with you all the vibrant colors, and they are very sturdy. One of the largest plant family is Gramine grass ka family. And the second largest is Asteraceae और सनफ्लावर का फैमिली. क्यों? क्योंकि इतने उसके बीज बनते हैं और वो कहीं भी है वो सरवाइव कर लेता है. So therefore it grows in abundance and it provides you with very beautiful color. Now here, next slide please. Now as you can see, now let us see how the plants and the rocks are placed. Now these are some naturally present boulders. And some rocks nearby have been placed in some fashion. Okay, and you can see there's a house at the backdrop. And the crevices, मतलब जो area है ना rock के बीच का, you fill with the soil. Again, what type of soil? It should not be clay. It should be well drained soil. So you can also have some seasonal, मतलब जरूरी नहीं है कि खाली डेजर्ट प्लांट रहेंगे आपके. अच्छा ये कौन है, ये क्या बोल रहा है? ऑर्किडेसी माइट बी सेकेंड नाम है. ये ऑर्किडेसी कौन बोल रहा है भाई? हाँ, okay. Orchids are epiphytes. They are also xeric, but usually they require a different type of support. They may not be very happy in this type of environment. Okay, so if you have a tree or something on which you can harbor the orchid, and then they would, because they have those aerial roots. So they, with the help of those aerial roots, they can absorb moisture from the surrounding environment. Now I'm coming back to this rock garden. As you can see, usually you have to choose the rocks which are local. There are many outlets or many places from where you can also purchase. See, those who are doing horticulture, आप एक costing की भी पढ़ने वाले, एक chapter आप करने वाले हो. तो costing किसी के लिए भी costing एक important चीज है. और आपको जितना हो सकता है ना, उतना जो आपके पास है, उसको रख के आपको काम करना है. That means you have to use the material which is available in that particular landscape rather than bringing something from outside. Then second important thing is some of the plants are able to anchor on these rocks. Very simple. आपने देखा होगा, देखो बरगद का पेड़, कहीं पे भी आपके यहाँ जो भी रॉक है या कुछ भी है, उसी जब भी क्रो के फीसिस के साथ जो नीचे आते हैं, see they require some amount of scarification. इसीलिए if you try to germinate the seeds of banyan or people, they are not going to germinate even those seeds are many. So it has to pass through the intestine, so that because of acid they'll get scarified. But these roots, they also produce material which are acidic. As a result, the crevices of the rock are eroded. So on a rock also you can get a succession. Succession means starting of plant life and ultimately resulting in a climax vegetation. So you can have plants which can survive on these rocky areas. And one of the first pioneers, that means the first plants which can grow, are the lichens and bryophytes. These will start eroding these rocks, and on that soil formation will take place. So gradually, wherever there are rocks, you also have many plants which are capable of anchoring on these rocks because they can produce material from their exudates, from their roots, which can generate crevices and whatever soil. And as you know, that rocks are very rich in minerals, so they will provide with all the mineral nutrients which are required for growth of these plants. Now this is another second type of what you can say garden design, rock garden design. What are these plants? Can anybody tell me? Anyone? Can you identify and write? Which are these plants? I have not mentioned them, but what are they? Anybody? And you get a chocolate whenever we meet, all right? Have you heard the word bromeliads? सुना है आपने bromeliads? Yes or no? और एक प्लांट आपको सबको पता है bromeliad. Bromeliads are again very beautiful succulent plants और एक आपको सबको पता है. बोलिए कौन सा bromeliad आपको पता है? भोसले जी आप कुछ बोल रहे हैं. Bromeliad एक कॉमन bromeliad बताइए. और मैं आंसर बताने वाली हूं और आपके एक नंबर काटने वाली. Yes, very good. Somnath, good, good. You made me proud. Pineapple. Pineapple is a very good example of a bromeliad. Okay, so bromeliads are very beautiful flowers, and at the same time, they are succulent plants capable of thriving in less amount of water. You can use also some bamboos and some palms, as you can see here. And then you have a small container in which you can have your own, what you can say, annual seasonal plant. Now, naturally occurring plants in any rockery or rocky area, they are ephemerals. Now, what do you mean by ephemerals? Ephemerals are plants which will complete their life cycle in a favorable condition. एफिमेरलचा अर्थ काय आहे की ज्या प्लांट जेव्हा पाणी सगळं त्यांना व्यवस्थित मिळणार तेव्हा ते जर्मिनेट होणार, त्यांचे फुलं येणार आणि ते परत त्यांचे बिया होणार आणि ते मरणार. मग त्याचा अर्थ काय आहे, त्यांच्या अंडरग्राउंड पार्ट मध्ये पेरिनेटिंग ऑर्गन्स आहेत. पेरिनेटिंगचा अर्थ काय झालं, राइझोम असेल, कॉर्म असेल, बल्ब असेल, ट्यूबर असेल, दे आर ऑल पेरिनेटिंग ऑर्गन्स. पेरिनेटिंग ऑर्गन्स काय करतात, त्यांच्याकडे खाद्य असतं, तर ते जेव्हा सीझन चांगला नाही ते गपचूप राहू शकतात, हायबरनेशन. बट युजली यू यूज द वर्ड हायबरनेशन फॉर एनिमल, but for perinating plants or rather perinating organs, this reserve food material will help the plant to tide over unfavorable condition. अर्थ काय झालं की जेव्हा कंडिशन्स त्यांना सौम्य नाहीये, चांगले नाहीये, त्यावेळी ते प्लांट्स गपचूप राहतात. परत जेव्हा पाऊस येतं, थोडाच वेळ पाऊस असेल, टेम्परेचर चांगलं असेल, आता जेव्हा स्नो क्लॅड माउंटन्स, बट देर इज ॲटलीस्ट 1 month when you get little sun, nice sun, and snow will melt and temperature will be congenial. The perinating organ will germinate, plant will come up and it will complete its life cycle. Therefore, in particular season, you will see a carpet of these flowering plants. So when you're designing, you have to look at the location, you have to look at the type of rocks which are available, and accordingly you have to select the flower combination and the flowers which are going to survive in that particular area. Now suppose you are thinking of, you see there are some petunias also and carnations. So what they have done is put soil which will take care of these seasonal plants. These are also all kalanchoes. Kalanchoes are camp plants. Like Bryophyllum is a type of kalanchoe, and you can see the flowers coming out, and these are some bromeliads which you can see, which will survive very well. Next. Next, please. Okay. Now, why I've shown you here is you have to look at the backdrop, then you have to look at the surrounding area before you design any garden for any customer. बघा यांनी काय इथे थोडेसे झेब्रिना आणि हे पण वापरलंय, आणि ficus, you can trim them. Areas where bamboo can flourish, you can use bamboos. Your bougainvilleas can also give you some type of coloring area. And then you can see some rocks, or rather larger river rocks have been placed here, and the wooden veneer which is there in the bungalow is matching with this entire landscape. Now if you can see here, a sort of rustic look has been given by using some bamboo material, like making a mat or something. using as a partition for this area. Now this is a rock garden which has been made by a designer. It is not a natural area. Next. Okay. Now, also, finally coming to the end of the entire presentation, and as I said, I'm going to end my presentation by again narrating a very nice story about a rock garden. 5 famous rock gardens in our country is Rock Garden in Nerul, then Sir John Anderson Rock Garden, then Rock Garden in Malpua, and then in Darjeeling, but the most famous rock garden is in Chandigarh. Now let's listen to the story of this Chandigarh rock garden. Can I have the next slide, please? Okay, this is a rock garden in Malvan, which is right across the beach. Maybe some of you have seen it. I have not seen, but next time if we get an opportunity, somebody or some of you can go and have a look at this rock garden. Now, Rock Garden Chandigarh, it's a very nice story about this rock garden of Chandigarh. And Chandigarh is one of the famous plant cities. Now, what is famous about Chandigarh besides being very, very clean? Chandigarh is very famous for all its rose garden, rock garden, and different gardens, which provide a serene place for the locals. So that means the locals can move out here and there. Now, who made this rock garden in Chandigarh? Let me read this story for you. This rock garden was made by a person called Nek Chand. It's also called as a sculptor garden because if you look or move around the rock garden, you will see lot of images like people standing or dancing or sitting, and everything is in the form of a sculpture. Rock garden in Chandigarh is also known as the Nek Chand garden. It's very unique, and as I mentioned here, it is visited by minimum 5,000 visitors per day, not nowadays, but otherwise. Now, this was made by a person known as Nek Chand Saini, who was born in Kalan, a region of Gurdaspur district, in the year 1924. This place is now not a part of our country. In 1947, Nek Chand and his family moved to Chandigarh during the partition days. Those were the days when Chandigarh was still being built as India's first planned city. And this young Nek Chand found a job as a road inspector with Public Works Department of the city. Now, while working there, he was very fascinated. See, look at him. At those times, he thought about recycling waste material. Nek Chand was no ordinary man. The spark of genius sizzled in his consciousness, straining to break into a passionate flame. After his work, Nek Chand began collecting waste material from demolition site, and he hid it away from the city, a virtual no man's land, a place which was a well-kept secret. And he visualized a fairy land, a dreamland that would one day take shape with the skillful expertise of his hands. Night after night, Nek Chand gave this beautiful garden a shape. He slowly started making sculptures, and in 1975, this secret was discovered. And as usual, many people started taking objection. They said, oh, he has not even told anyone, he has not taken any permission, and this entire place should be demolished. However, as you know, जनता सब कुछ जानती है, जनता बहुत होशियार है. तो जनता ने क्या किया? सब लोग ने मिलके कहा नहीं, ये एक सुंदर गार्डन के रूप में we can convert it, या फिर we can turn it into a public visiting place, और इसको हमको तोड़ना नहीं है. So what they did is, this creative genius and his work was officially recognized, and official stamp of recognition was given to him, and it was opened as a public space. So with this, let us see, or let us go around this rock garden. So this rock garden is spread over 40 acres. And as you can see, it has got beautiful waterfalls, and everything is man-made. Okay, he collected ceramic के टुकड़े और उसने ये सब बनाए. और बहुत अच्छा एक YouTube वीडियो भी है जो इसके बारे में टूर दिखाता है, but narration was little jari, so I thought I will just show you some pictures. And as you can see how well he has placed, these natural lioners are there, and then you have a waterfall, and then you have these natural rocks, and in between them, by using all the waste material, everything, bangles, ceramic, pots, जो कुछ भी मिलता था, that Nekchand was using it. And because it is besides the river Sukna, it gives you a natural flow of water available throughout the year. Can I have the next slide? Okay, so you can see this beautiful waterfall, and these people standing here. Look at that art of work which is showing. You feel that girls are getting drenched and standing below the water which is falling down. And then the natural landscape. Again, you can see, look at the sculpturing. Look at the fine intricacy showing the seams in the dress and the pleats which are there, and they are doing different tasks. And this wall, which is also impregnated with different types of material, and the beautiful architecture you can see. One man can make a change in your life. One man, if he determines, when I say man, it includes women and men equally, and you can bring a change. And now this rock garden is famous not only in our country but in the entire world. So with this, once again, I end my session here. DP sir will be giving you the quiz. The quiz will be coming to you in a minute's time. You have 10 minutes to solve the quiz and submit it. The questions are very easy, and enjoy. You can see the rock gardens, and you can see there are many rock gardens which are available on the net, and you can plan one if any of your customer asks so. Next time, we are going to see an extension of a rock garden, that is a Japanese garden, which I'll tell you the time next Sunday. With that, take care. All of you enjoy the day, cook something nice for your mother, and have a nice day. So if you have any questions, 1 minute I have for a question. If you have a question, I can answer. And otherwise, DP sir will give you the quiz. Do you have any questions? All right, looks like no question. So DP sir, can you give them the quiz? Thank you. Nothing.